Good afternoon guys, Dark Purple Shadow here. Today I'm talking about, in my opinion, pound for pound, the best CPU you can buy with your money today, late 2024. We're talking about the 5700 X3D. Now you might be thinking, why am I going to get this old school AM4 CPU in this big 2024? Simple matter of the fact is, for the money you're paying for it, the 5700 X3D stands above anything in its price range, and pure cost efficiency wise, it obliterates its competition. I'm talking annihilates anything. For the money you spend, the performance you get is unmatched. The 5700 X3D, to put it simply, can be paired with a 4090 if you're running 4K games, that is, and you will be fine. The 4090 can work pretty well with the 5700 X3D. For the price to the performance that you get, you're getting a monster here. The 5700 X3D gives you 96 megabytes of 3D cache, which is basically gold dust when it comes to gaming. It also has a respectable amount of regular performance as well for things such as productivity. Now, that's not really the front and center use for this CPU, but it is part of the package that you get. And the best bit of the 5700 X3D is simply the fact that if you go on AliExpress right now, you can pick one up for only 120 to 130 pounds. Dollars wise, that is less than $160. No CPU at that price range comes close to the value you get. Now the 5800 X3D was a good choice as well prior to its discontinuation, but honestly, for the cheaper price, the 5700 X3D is not that big of a downgrade. In reality, you won't lose out too much. Another boon of the 5700 X3D is the fact that it's on AM4. So if you're one of those chads who likes to upgrade their CPUs instead of chucking in a whole new motherboard and starting a whole new platform, you have a good opportunity to upgrade your old school Ryzen 3000 series to the 5700 X3D, and you can keep your DDR4 RAM, probably add another stick or two in, and get a much better performance package for not much money. The 5700 X3D also, in my opinion, is one of those CPUs that really scares me, because for that value you could justify building a brand new AM4 system in 2024. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can justify it. For the price to performance you get, it might be worth jumping on the bandwagon and getting into an AM4 platform if you're not really going to upgrade anytime soon anyway, and just using that price to performance you get from this CPU for your gaming and productivity work. Now, there are some negatives that come along with this CPU. Now, as I've banged on quite a few times, it is on the AM4 platform. It is an older platform, so you will be limited. You can't use DDR5 with it, but in reality, most people who have DDR5 won't be using it to its full capacity anyway. The DDR4 RAM still does a good job in most applications, especially if you make sure you get faster RAM. Now, the big argument for the 5700 X3D is purely on a price basis. Let me tell you something quite important. If you want to play high-end games, I'd much rather you get a 5700 X3D with an AM4 platform and don't skimp out on your graphics card than you get something like the 7800 X3D or the 9800 X3D, which are very expensive right now and not very available either. So if you buy one of those top-end CPUs for, I'm talking upwards of 350 to 400, 500 pounds even for the 9800 X3D, and you pair it with something like a 4070 Super, you are having a worse system for gaming than if you had just got a 5080 Super and got a 5700 X3D, or even a 4090 if you can stretch your budget and got a 5700 X3D. In fact, a 5700 X3D with a 4090, in my opinion, is probably a better pairing for gaming, that is, especially if you're going higher resolutions, than something like a 1700 X3D with a 4080. Now, I'm going to put down the price comparisons for those builds there. I won't be including motherboards, etc. I do think AM4 motherboards might be slightly more expensive right now for some reason, but in reality, I'm just putting the CPU pairings with the graphics card pairing together, and you'll see the prices of those combinations. And yeah, I'm looking at reasonable prices you can actually attain for. Now, a lot of these higher end CPUs are actually out of stock anyway, but yeah, with the higher end AM5 or the newer AM5 platform, you're going to be paying more for RAM and other things as well. So yeah, if you are a Chad and you want to upgrade your system, my opinion right now, the best CPU you can get if you're still on AM4 is a 5700 X3D. And even if you're not on AM4, I still recommend having a look at possibly building an AM4 platform, just because in my opinion, the 5700 X3D is just that damn good for the price you're paying. Peace. Yes guys, it's Dark Purple Shadow here. Please hit the like button. Please make sure you comment your opinions. I want to hear them. I engage with everything I can, and try and subscribe if you enjoy the content too. More insights coming soon. Tech, gaming, whatever, I'm down.